Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Give him 5 yards there, and it'll bring up 2nd down. After the penalty, it's Ingram. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17. To the 20.
He's brought down at the 20-yard line. That's a gain of 3. Yes, it's 3rd and 1.
You don't want that? You don't want that? You don't want that?
So just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. From the gun, Jackson, and he's got his man, Marquise Brown. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down.
Baltimore, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Got it. 4's the mark. 94's the mark. We ain't giving up nothing today.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Christian Kirksey able to drop him for a loss of a couple. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Jackson brought in left side by Snead. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Now how about that? Defensive coordinator perfectly in sync, dials up a blitz, and the man in the middle, he's the one who gets home.
Big Mike.
Big Mike.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Here's Jones on the return. So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
Partner, is that what you call a quick hitter? That was actually a bolt of lightning, wasn't it? Right out of the gate.
And, of course, on the heels of him winning AFC Offensive Player of the Week 1 week ago.
King. Pilot, 64, weak.
Now the 3rd leading rusher among rookies last year, it's Nick Chubb. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
He may be playing free safety while wrapped up in a corner's body, but Earl Thomas is the best center fielder in the game. He cleans up everything back there as far as I'm concerned. I think he just has intelligence, understands things, and boy, is he tough.
All day, dog. 48 to Mike. I'm coming after you. Alert.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2. They run again on first down, Chubb. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. From the 41, Mayfield over the middle, complete. It's Hunt. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 20-yard line. First catch of this game, a big one. Of course, he had the big performance last week when he was AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Yeah, but that was so last week, wasn't it? I mean, look at what he's doing now. I think he's trying to exceed what he did in that game and continue to ascend in this season.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Brandon Carr there to make the stop. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll give it to Chubb, and he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb, his 6th touchdown of the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Here we go. Take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
2nd quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. On 2nd and 2, Jackson. Snead's got it. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
And the Baltimore first down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day.
Throwing is Jackson. They'll roll him out right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
Here we go. Here we go. Henry. I know he ain't got it. Tight end right. Tight end right.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
The tackle made by Christian Kirksey. 2 yards on the
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Jackson escaping the pressure right. It's caught by Mark Ingram. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 24-yard line.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Let's go net. 60 out low. Mike. Let's go, defense. Defense.
On first and 10, it's Jackson throwing the out route incomplete. It's Brown, and he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Jackson. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Ingram. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
A gain of 3 yards.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
14-yard line.
Jackson and the offense come up first and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. Now Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They run from the pistol with Ingram.
And partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Let's get it. Shut. 70 ending. You must be getting tired of seeing me.
On third down, Jackson. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Jackson, always a threat to run. He's got the first down. He was the NFL's leading rusher among QBs a year ago.
Baltimore, first down. First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
They'll look to run with Edwards. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Short of the goal line.
2nd and goal from the 1. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. He let one slip away last week as well, so now 2 fumbles lost in as many weeks.
But we were out at practice, and we watched him work. And what did his quarterback coach talk about all week?
Being a 2-hand monster.
And we looked at each other. 2-hand. Oh, I get it. 2-hand monster. Both hands on the football, taking care of it, putting it away so the ball doesn't get dropped.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And tough sledding. They'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 and the 34.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
2 sacks last week. Another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Here's more on the return. Not good at all. Punted just 24 yards there. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
And some room to work. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 83 yards. So that's about as long a non-score. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, his 9th touchdown of the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Point it right.
Out of the gun, they run him with Hunt. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. From the gun, Mayfield. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Under a minute to play here in the half. Time for a late drive.
It makes sense when you think about it. Hey, try and get a field goal. Give yourself a lead going into the half. But if you're going to do this, you better have supreme trust in your quarterback. Supreme trust in the guy who's going to handle the football. Because if you turn it over here, not only do you go in down at the half, you've given the momentum squarely to your opponent.
Check 43.
From the 36, Jackson being chased out left. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there. And it's 3rd and short. Just his 2nd incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
To throw is Jackson, and he's got Snead. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Jackson now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys at 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Brown. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Jannard Avery. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. The Ravens on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19.
Let's go, let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Check.
Jackson from the shotgun. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it, so on comes the field goal unit. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he missed it. It's no good. Tucker named the league's all-pro kicker for the 3rd time in 2018.
Go ahead and admit it. The only time that you get excited about Justin Tucker kicking is when he actually misses.
It's
and
rare.
excited is not the right word. Surprise is more what we're talking about. 90.1% coming into 2019. He's incredible.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
Final play of the half, Mayfield. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And a great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. First time they've looked his way in this game, he comes through picking up the first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. Pernell McPhee in there on the stop.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
From the 39, Mayfield. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. He was looking for Landry that time. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
First and 10 at the 10-yard line.
To throw is Jackson, operating from the gun. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Hollywood, Marquise Brown. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead. So the Ravens will keep the offense on the field as they're going to go for 2. Jackson now. This is caught. And he is not going to make it to the goal line. So the defense holds, and this remains a 5-point game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Regular.
Mayfield now. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Njoku. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Mayfield now, 5 straight completions here in this second half, 1st and 10.
Shift. Pistol. Check four.
Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
On first down, Hunt. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. Patrick Onwuasor up to make the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
From just shy of midfield, Mayfield flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Rodney Anderson, his first NFL reception, goes for 6. And once again, the Browns are back in front. Seibert on for the PAT. And the lead is now 2.
Makes the score Browns 14, Ravens 12.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Jackson on first down. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson throwing the out route incomplete. It's Brown. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1.
53 is the mic.
Operating from the gun. Jackson forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. Well, everyone in this stadium knows Jackson can do that as well as any QB in the league. Well, they talked about limiting some of his running this year, especially the design runs, but he's still going to scramble when he feels he has green in front of him. He led all quarterbacks last year, 695 yards rushing, and keep in mind 80% of those came in the 7-game stretch when he was named starter late in the season.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4. At the
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson eluding the pressure right. Caught by Snead over the middle. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Ingram. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. I don't even know why this team showed up.
From the 38, Jackson. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Credit the sack to the always disruptive Olivier Vernon. Back now in Baltimore. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. There's Jackson on 3rd and long. And that is incomplete. A 4th and very long coming up. You're out of field goal range. I don't know that you can go for this.
Well, I know that you want to, right? You know that they want to say, hey, let's go for this. We've got the perfect play drawn up. Let's do it. But I wouldn't go for it either. I agree with you totally. You only down 1 score, punt it, let your defense pick you up.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll run again with Hunt. A gain there of 21 yards.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. All told, it's an even 30 and a 1st down. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the 4th quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They run again with Hunt. And an alley to run. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Well, they're going to get about 3 here out of this 1st down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. A gain of 3, second down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 yards there, first down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They run again on first down. Anderson. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Matt Judon there to bring him down.
Brings up second and 10.
They go with Chubb on second down. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
A run for Nick Chubb, and he will not be able to get the first as he can get this only down to the 5. Call it a gain of 5, fourth down now.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Olivier Vernon picks up his second sack of the afternoon. To try again after the sack. Jackson. And an alley to run. And he slides to avoid the hit. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a first and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. No gain on the screen there at second down. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's second and 10. Back to throw, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Olivier Vernon in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Now after that sack, it's third and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Back to throw. And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on fourth down. And down by 5, they've got to go for it here on fourth down.
You ain't got nothing. 53 to the play. Check 53. Man, I got you. Man, I got you. Mike, 53. 53, Mike. I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over. Switch to 6. Put it now. Let's go.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Caught right side at Snead. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
Mike, 58, right there. Let's go, D.
On first down, Ingram. Brought down that time by Christian Kirksey. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. Bang, 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 bang.
They'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down. Now Jackson. Steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movements. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. That one checks all the boxes, doesn't it? You get the first down, check. Get out of bounds, stop the clock, check.
Well, how about one last check? Keep your quarterback from getting hit. That's a big check.
Yeah, check there as well. Good call. Jackson to throw. Buying time to his left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. 4 receivers now, 3 to the right, 1 to the left. 2nd down and 4. He's back to throw. And he's got it. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. From 4 yards out, as his guys are back within a single score.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like...
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. He's at the 50. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of